Good, my wonderful people. I greet you once again. We are here to look at some of the questions that we're solving. We are able to go through some of them. In fact, ever since we started going through all these licensure exams, it has been so wonderful. We are able to solve most of them, and we are left with few of them to look at how best we can solve. And there was one question that some people were doubting. They had a little challenge, so we are going to look at how we can go through that so that those who are doubting, you can have what a clear mind so that you can move on with the rest of the questions. All right, so my name is Evans. This is Mazwis TV. I'm still your mathematics facilitator. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share. You can also get Mazwis TV on TikTok. And I'm also holding online classes for those who are yet to sit for their October Licensure exams and um, November Licensure exam. So if you are interested and wish to join my class, you can contact me so that I can add you to the group. Okay, so without wasting my time, let's quickly look at the question that most of the people were doubting. Let's see how we can go through that. Okay, yes, so okay, so this is what we have here. That will be the question 30. Yes, so we are almost done with the all the questions, especially the numeracy part. So I think this one will be our last question, or maybe yes, we shall also be looking at the multiple choice part. Yes, and also we'll also be looking at those the GHS. This one is basic one is the general one. So we shall also be looking at those who specified in the GHS and the SHS when we are done with this one. So for this question, we are saying that a rectangular picture frame has a length of 10 centimeters and width of 8 centimeters. If 2 centimeters needs to be trimmed off each side to create a smaller frame, what will be the new perimeter of the smaller frame? So this is one of the questions that people were confused about as to how to go about it. So first of all, you need to know what a picture frame is. You know that whenever we take pictures by photographers, they use what a frame to make it to look what nice. So if you have a picture frame in the form of what a rectangle, then we are saying that. So first of all, let's take this as our rectangular frame. So if you look at this shape, okay, let's see where the exactly the frame is. So we see that you see where the red line covers. Yes, that is the frame. So inside is where the picture will be placed. Okay, so looking at the size, we are saying that 2 centimeters is to be what trimmed of each side. So it means that the frame, that is what, if you look at the edge, we are going to uh, cut 2 centimeters of each of the sides to make the frame what smaller. So what it's trying to say is that maybe the frame is bigger, so we need to reduce it by what 2 centimeters each side to make it smaller, and after that we find the perimeter of that. So we know that the length of the frame is given as 10 centimeters, and the width is also given as 8 centimeters. Good. So if we are to cut 2 centimeters from each side, okay, then it's going to be interesting. All right. So let's say we have it like that. If I'm to cut or trim 2 centimeters from each side, then on the length side, if I cut here like this, let's say that is the 2 centimeters. Okay, if I cut this side, which is in a vertical form, then I have to what, cut the other side, the opposite side as well. Okay, on the length side. Yes, so if I cut one side of the length in a vertical uh, form, okay, 2 centimeters, then I have to cut the other side as well, 2 centimeters. Okay, yes. So I will cut the other side as well, also 2 centimeters. So in this case, how many times have I cut? Two times, and each of the cut is 2 centimeters. So it means that on the length alone, I've gotten what? 4 centimeters, which I'm going to what? Cut from the 10 centimeters. Have you gotten that? So if you do that, then because the question is saying that each side we have to what? 2 centimeters is trimmed of each side. If I'm cutting the length side, then I have to do same to the width side. So to the width side, I will cut also in a horizontal form, also 2 centimeters. If I've cut what? That, then I also have to cut the other side as well. So I'll the same what? Yes, horizontal form, all right, and that one is also 2 centimeters. So this also suggests that on the width side, I've cut what? 2 centimeters two times. So meaning that that side is also what? 4 centimeters cut off. Have you gotten that? And that we are going to cut from 8 centimeters. So if you apply this principle, then you can do the same to their opposite sort size. Okay, so to the length side, then I'm doing the same to the opposite side, which is also 2 centimeters. Then I will do to the other side, which is also 2 centimeters. Okay, that is for the length. So I've done both opposite sides of the length. Then I'll do the same to the width side, the opposite side, 2 centimeters. Yes, 2 centimeters as well. Yes, so that the frame will be a little bit smaller. Okay, so you realize that whenever you cut this side 2 centimeters, you have to cut the other side as well to get the correct what? Frame. And in that case, in each side of the length and the width, we are cutting what? 4 centimeters. Have you gotten that? So this was what people were getting confused. People were solving in such a way that they will cut only, because the question said 2 centimeters is trimmed off each side. They will only subtract 2 centimeters from each side, which means they will just no, which is very wrong, because if you are cutting, you need to cut sideways. Okay, you need to cut side by side so that you get two of the 2 centimeters. Have you got it? And then once you do that, then you add them. Okay, you add them and subtract from the original size. So it means that the length I cut what? Two of the 2 centimeters. So you have to subtract from 10, because the question said it is trimmed off, meaning that we are taking it away. Okay, if the question would have said it is increased, we would have what? Added. But this one, it is cutting off, so we have to subtract. So know these type of questions, because we can also give you similar question where in this time we will not say trimmed off or cut off, but we'll say what? It is increased. Have you gotten that? And that one you need to add. So know this trick. Then the width side also the same. Okay, we subtract 2 plus 2, which is 4, from each of the sides, and that what gives us um, 10 minus 4 centimeters on the length side, and what? 8 minus 4 centimeters on the width side. Have you gotten the point? So it means that that is the corners that we cut is off. Okay, if that's the case, then the edges should also what? Go off, so that we see the actual what? Frame. So this, you see that since we've cut what? 2 centimeters each side to make the frame smaller. This is how it looks like. Okay, so now we no longer have the length as 10 centimeters and the width as 8 centimeters. Instead, we have what? 6 centimeters and 4 centimeters respectively. And that is the new um, measurement for the frame. Okay, that's great. Yes, so that is what we are saying. So once you have this one, then you can go ahead and find the perimeter of the smaller shape, because we have now gotten the smaller shape that we want, and we know the length and the width now. And we all know that perimeter is giving us what? 2 multiplying L plus 2 multiplying what? W, where we are saying that 2 of the length. You realize that the length we have opposite what? Size. Okay, so if we are getting 2 of them, then it is 2 times L, meaning we have 2 of the length, and then we also have what? 2 of the width. That is why it is 2 times W. The W also means what? The width. Okay, once you have this formula, you can just substitute. So our L, which is the length, is 6 centimeters. Our width, which is W, is also what? 4 centimeters. So we just substitute the values, and then we are good to go. Okay, yes. So when we substitute, this is in this form, then we multiply. So 2 times 6 centimeters gives us what? 12 centimeters, and 2 times 4 centimeters also gives us what? 8 centimeters. So we then get a perimeter as 12 centimeters plus 8 centimeters, which finally gives us what? 20 centimeters. Have you gotten that? So the perimeter of the smaller frame is what? 20 centimeters. In that case, that is option what? C. Very easy. Okay, so those of you who were doubting and were confused as to how to go about it, some people were doubting the answers. That is how it is done. So whenever you have such a question, please kindly take your time. All right, the reason why most people were getting this wrong was that because the question said 2 centimeters needs to be trimmed off each side. So what they would do is they would take only the 10 centimeters as length and just subtract 2 centimeters from 10 to get 8. Then they would take the width side and subtract, which is 8 centimeters, subtract 2 centimeters from it to get what? 6. Then in the long run, they will just find the perimeter using 8 as the length and 6 as the width, which will make the whole thing run. They forgot that if you are cutting this side, then you need to cut the other side, so that in all you get 2 cuts. Have you got it? You will not get only 1 cut. So how they solve it was that they solve it in such a way that it was only 1 cut, but in this case it's going to be each side of the length is going to get 2 cuts, which will be double. That is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. The same applies to the rate. So please, when you have questions like this, especially picture frame problem, that is how you should go about it. So my honorable members, my colleague teachers, that is where we end today. Okay, so we thank God that we are able to solve most of the questions, and if I'm able to help you understanding, we thank God. If you still have challenges, or you still are facing a lot of problems concerning these licensure exams, if you have difficulties in solving mathematical concepts, I'm here to help. Contact me. I'll try my best. We all learn together. I'm not saying I know it all, but we all learn. So you bring it, we all share ideas, and then we come out with the best. All right. Okay, so I'm still your mathematics facilitator, Evans. Um this is Mazwis TV. As I said, kindly subscribe, like, and share the videos. But don't forget that most of the licensure exams questions are solved. They are all there on my YouTube channel. Kindly go there and watch them. All right, so if that's the case, then we end here and continue next time. See you. Bye bye.